Give me that money, give me that money. Money, 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 money. The monkey said to the tiger, don't eat pork. Money, money. Give me money. I want to see that money now, come on. We've got cows going for £300 a cow, or £5, but for a love of money, because love is inanimate, it doesn't love back. So the love of money is the root of all evil. It's impossible. 7:30, going to bed. Bloody boring, isn't it? Boring, boring, bloody boring. 7:30, going to bed. Turn the lights off in a minute. Oh, let's leave that one on for now. Turn that one off, whatever. Hey up. Turn on the lights. What was that? What's that? Watch. Oh, it's good there. That's all, that's all. That's all. Can't turn that off without that being on. I always do that. That's it, right, that's right. So we're here, it's 7:30, I'm going to bed. In a minute. Little, I'll look around, do video. Plugs. Some of my artwork, I'm working on. Try to get in touch with Jenny Venables from Paul's Boutique in Brooklyn, and wanted to speak to you about a clothing brand, but she also got there first. But that's CALIB for you, look, it's CALIB for you. A lot of reasons selling there, a lot selling there. Where is see what you realise you're earning it? It's time of the essence. And what's the essence of pig? Because I could do some pig gin, but it never took off. Pig gin. So this is how, when we first started making pig gin, what we did was, we started off, that's the product of pig gin, a white, it's a certain kind of white. We got some lots to shake and use as a drum, with some peanuts that smell of socks, but not those peanuts, and some other bits. Paradise platform, then we have, well, what does this say? What now? We have a little pigeon shelf there, and then we have what the hell it is? Good old Lucifer's Castle there. Anyway, so he's going. See what's inside there is sugar with number 5 on it, the earth number 5. So Lucifer wants the earth. He's not going to get it. He's got the world, he's the king of the world. Chimeradin. That's why I'm the Chimera of CALIB, as well as the leopard and lion. But I'm the Chimera of CALIB. I've finally decided that I am the Chimera of CALIB. And I'm not on this man's side, I'm not against him. He's with me. As with the sheep or the he-goat and the strutting rooster. But that was in Proverbs 30 before the dragon could fly. That was when we were bound by a snake. Now, after Proverbs 30, after a short season, 21 years, plague comes from the whoredom, the clamors and afflictions of whoredom and pornography and my prostitution. Lucifer falls after a short season, 21 years. This is the earth, with number 5 in its little thing there. It's little, you can't see its little pocket there. It's like a wallaby or like a kangaroo. They say, what now? Inside here we have scribbled literature for paganism, and then a bit more extensive paganism in paradise, and then what this sock is here. Now what could be in there? So you're thinking, hang on. So we're going, we know this has got boots to fill. It's not, because it was filling the boots of the snake. So it didn't start as a murderer. So good old Kate with the scribble literature has not got to worry about pagan rights or pagan liberties. And there's shaky drums in there and other things, which is a great thing, because sound shaping, because they're all the rumour of wars anyway. Speaking of rumour of wars, whose are them slippers? Music, the 7th pocket itself, fashion, homosexuality and fashion, debauchery, not me, I'm not debauchery, that's my PlayStation top there. Holy Mary, Mother of God, I went fishing caught a cod. Cod was cold, cod was tough. Now I wear a cod on my cuff. But it's actually a lion from the Chimera of CALIB. And this cuff I've got a lovely Ben-Yao watch, and they're going well, these watches. They're good watches, good little watches. Get a focus. Good watches, these. I need to get a new thing for it. 35 quid. Got that from the charitable shop. Middle of the curtain, outside. What's going outside? Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Here's what's turn the torch on, but you don't. Oh. So we've got all these things. Lucifer's Castle. Bending spoons, miracles that people should have been doing till they were allowed to do sorcery. Lifted the curse of the fruits of the flesh. And we have some of the good old pig gin left over. And the pig gin was from the essence. And the essence was what? Well, what's the essence of this really about? The true essence of this is not just to some other fine Paulsbury secret Jennifer Venable 7949494 we're in Brooklyn. We've got some number here. Cookie Puss, someone who's Cookie Puss. I've messaged them, they're in France. So we're going to keep trying. Going on and on and on. Got some more wine we've made. Got a Minaj making palette. We all need a Minaj making palette. Some pastels, opaque. Some shades. Some shades. A pipe, because a half pipe is neoism. Inertia. Neoism comes from that, like Kaplunk, think Kaplunk. Everyone gives an episode like Halloween. Then they're also been dead back. What I mean by that is half pipe mentality is like inertia. So you go back like a plunk, making wells and paganistical change, like Hansel and Gretel. They used the bread of the church at first. The birds picked it up because you don't lay it at the snare for a bird, and then these pigonic things to find their way home from the witch's house. So what do I mean here? You know, let me just see if I can somehow get this torch up. I can't. I wish I could. Let's step back. Let's get these lights back on again. Let's get these lights on. Yeah, I think that's the idea, isn't it? Saying to me, use these lights to the full. I mean, look. So we've got a bit of what isn't artwork. I mean, look at that. Got my Dublin set. Got pot noodles. What isn't art? I'll tell you what's not art. I don't know what's not wine. You know, jars and blues. Take me there. All this painty stuff. A post box for a time capsule I'm making. 2 guitars, 1 blues, one's a square Stratocaster, and a Tangle Blackbird called Nina. I put a bit of red inside the body for blood, because we all have red blood, so Blackbird. I've also put a green handprints on to stop Jones County in Alabama. So I'm going to have Scotland things with money upstream. The new song to the righteous priests, wherever they've gone, 144,000 of them, money upstream down on the rivers. And I think I saw them, the righteous priests, money upstream, dance on the rivers, what it is, what a canyon, what it is, the bathroom, what it is, a lime, because I was offered a bit of lemon disguised as lime, but everyone knows that lager and lime's nice. Everything. So many things. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, where was I? I was in the room, wasn't I? My mouthwash, which is just lemon juice. Some lovely shower gels, and look at that. Looks nice and straight, doesn't it? Look at that. Just sat there perfect. But wait a minute. Oh, hang on. That's a bit strange, isn't it? Ooh, that's odd. How did I remember that? I don't know. But the essence of it all, the true essence, I'm not going to point it in the toilet. I don't believe in looking in a toilet with a phone. Ooh, what's going on in there? My towel. Not a shower today. Self in the mirror. Yeah, oh man. Pace, Jackson Rowe. Come on. Scott Lee Jackson down to the coast. Chimeric trainer. Like Bruce Lee. Like Gagey. Like all of them. Main chimeric trainer. I'd rather be like Bruce Lee than like Keats. He realised why his name is written more. But I'm a bit posh. Which is why I perch me someone to speak because he controls the rudder. And the helmsman's at the ship. Bits in horse's mouth. The teacher has much responsibility. You cannot control what you say unless you can bridle the whole entire body. Straight jacket time. Back on. to talking about no one and nothing. Anyway, so I was going through it, got my robe, got this and that. So I wasn't here when I was saying, yeah, the essence of it all is not just about Paul's boutique. Why would be going down that avenue? I have no idea. I think it's something to do with. Has anybody got cookie places now, bro? But the essence of pigs, pig gin, making wine from something, from the essence of pigs. I mean, I was making palate. All these concoctions are the coffee. So this is wine. It is. Wine is not just alcoholic. Wine can be grape juice. What is grape juice? Let's see where we can find some grapes. There's not one in there. There's not one in there. There's some grapes in there. Got some quartz and some other crystals in there. Transfusing through. In fact, what work in progress to do here. Just hold on a minute. Bear with me a moment, please. Bear with me a moment. Just bear with me. I need to make sure this transfuses properly. It's no good just going into the cup. It needs to go into the pouch. Like my friend Chem said, Chem Fletcher, she had snacks for a pouch. They meant it. They meant it, they did. They always did. Snacks for a pouch. So now the transfusion, all going through, dead easy. Dead simple, give it a bit more space. Easier, get it straighter. Just please recycle me. And why not? It's all easier, it's just easier knowing the bent spoon for the source that was forbade, because the curses weren't lifted for sorcery, for variances, murder, for for fornication, so debauchery. So homosexuality, I touched on before saying I'm not gay, even though I've got gay slippers or whatever I've got. I'm not against gay, but gay in the fashion industry causes debauchery rather than fornication, which is bad for women and children and men also, boys, etc. So we've got time capsules, art stuff, pot noodles. Now in this pot noodle, this is where we originally started doing the scrumping. We started scrumping from here. It was a 16th century equivalent of pot noodle, and it was cider. And we realised that as we were scrumping in the old amongst the monasteries, as I started to learn more and more about God and Jonah, and I learned about Leviathan and Bohemia, two very protective things, like where the wild things go, you know. Amazingly protected and powerful. Where the wild things go, Leviathan and Bohemia, it was one a slave, he's one an army beast. No, they're like giant insects. Got the guitars, etc. going all the way. Going all the way. Got my bag. I'm not saying that, well, it's not a drug dealer's bag, is it? I'm not saying crack cocaine out of there. Not that there's too much drug with crack cocaine, apart from, well, I don't know, some people do some crazy shit for it. And I like my things. I also don't like being cursed. I also don't like witches powering themselves up. My power's wine. Water into wine. See what Jesus said, separate the weed and the chaff, and that'll do. Very much so. So here, because there's nothing up with these things. What I'm saying is, it's not a crack man's back. It's got tobacco in there. You don't crack, smoke crack. Don't curse me for saying crack's bad. You know what I mean? So, looks like all the rest of it. Look at this about the Devil's Bridge. Some wine. Fire trap. Devil's Bridge. Sounds like a side door, like a fire escape, like a fire escape. Perhaps okay as where she is, as where she always will be. The walls of Jericho always stand. Holy Mary, Mother of God, I went fishing and caught a cod. The cod was bold, the cod was tough. I wear a cod on my cuff. That was it. So the new song before the righteous priest, 144,000. So the 144,000 righteous priests to sing a song before them, before the throne. Can you see that? 144. Carry on, nurses. Before the throne of God itself, it goes like this. It goes, I see pulling your tug on my sleeve. I see pulling your tug on my sleeve. I say run and you fall on your knees. I say run and you fall on your knees. Either way you look at it, It's enough to make you shiver. Money upstream, dance on the rivers. Money upstream, dance on the rivers. Come on. I say pull and you push me straight in. I say pull and you push me straight in. I say smile, take it sweet on the chin. I say smile, take it sweet on the chin. Either way you look at it, it's enough to make me shiver. Money upstream, dance on the rivers. Money upstream, dance on the rivers. Come on. I say come and you push me away. I say come and you push me away. I say smile, take it sweet at the bay. I take it, smile, take it sweet at the bay. I'm just getting out there because I'm having a vape. It goes, either way you look at it, it's enough to make you shiver. Back off there, money up, it's done the job though. Oh, you know, for all the kids in homes, for everybody who's stuck in a bad spot, all the jail slave people that might be stuck somewhere, I pray the Holy Spirit gets through, provision, warmth, comfort, belongings, goods. I pray the pigeon gets through, everything else, not just the messenger pigeon. I pray the carrion birds, I pray the carrion birds provide. I pray the crows provide. I sold a 5 note times 2, and I gave a £50 fair note to the queue in. So I'm doing what I can to keep the people happy. Pray for the little ones, pray for the children, the babies, the youth, the old people, the animals. I pray for myself. I pray for I'm redeemed. I pray that my life gets better. I pray I get a wife. I pray I get more musically abundance. But I pray for the little ones, the babies. They're all safe and warm and snug and tucked up. I also pray for the youth, the adolescents. I pray for single parent families. I pray for women who've been hurt. I pray for vulnerable people. I pray that crows provide, so on and so forth. Right? I pray that I have all these things. What is in there? I pray all these things in there. I pray I get more guitars. It's a guitar. It's a Squire. It's not a Fender. But it's not a bad one. You know what it is. Really is. It's a nice guitar. I pray that God, more than anything, I get a good night's sleep, that my artwork works. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sign you over now to my good friend who is Jacko, yeah, and I am Jack, yeah, right. So in the Bible it says Agar, the son of Jacob, the oracle to Theosasugo. I am more stupid than any man. I do not have the understanding of man, for I do not know what I do not know. So we don't know what we don't know. Who knows what tomorrow brings? Could be anything. Walk in faith, not in sight. Walk in faith, not in sight. if you got a problem with all this, then, well, don't try and take heaven away from other people. You know, because you might not want to believe that walking in faith and not in sight is enough. You might want more explanation. So it's the wheat, the weed, and the chaff. The reason I say this because as Ager says to Jack of the Oracle to Thortugo says, she says, this is what he says. What he says. This is what he says. He says, surely I am more stupid and brutish than any man, for I do not have the understanding of a man. For, well, I do not know what I do not know. I have the knowledge of the Holy One from Israel. He shed his blood and stripes to heal me and save me. He says, three things are so wonderful and astounding for me. The fourth I know not. The way of an eagle in the air. The way of a serpent upon a rock. What we were talking about before. The way of a ship amidst the sea. And the fourth, or we call it the fourth, the way of a man with a maid. So, get your witches out. You know what the old song goes like? It goes, we're not too far from worlds apart. Give a witch a broom and she will start. Why tidy on a Friday night when any night can be out of sight. Dum 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 dum. And all people wear feathers aren't that bad now ever. These great days. Long live Freemasonry, but there's dynamics and there's contrast and there's spectral, making it a quadratic thing rather than just a triadical thing. But all the artifices of truth, not all the perfect, but elite as they get, from scribbled literature like old Katie there at Stepping Hill, to people like my dad, full of zenith, these great days. And my mum, she still makes wedding dresses if anybody needs anything making. I'm learning myself. And stitching time saves 9. Full feather, let's fathom it up. I'm the man who knows the secret all the knots are tied. And also, what is it they say? The three amigos. They use them real bullets, but hey. So like the wind, we can do this. We can beat this. It's only a bit of pornography. It's only a bit of group sex. It's only a bit of women getting screwed off 7 or 8 men. They'll be fine. They've got dads and mums to look after them and sons and daughters to pay the way. Have a lovely evening. Good night. God bless.